Hey guys and girls, welcome back by a new video on my channel. So today I'm gonna update you on the Dillon Danis saga. So Dillon Danis is officially appealing the fight and wants to get Logan Paul disqualified. His reasoning for that is that one of the security guards of Logan Paul stepped into the ring to trying to protect Logan Paul for the gripping stuff Dillon Danis was doing in the fight, which he thinks, would get Logan Paul disqualified. I honestly didn't know that rule, that the fight is going to get disqualified if someone of the security team is like going in the ring. I didn't know that rule, but it is a thing. The Keemstar said it as well after the fight, but I just think this entire fight was a shit show. How many rules did Dillon Danis not break with trying to grapple Logan Paul in a boxing match, which I think is not something you're supposed to do and is definitely against the rules. So I think both of them broke rules. So maybe it's fair that the entire fight gets disqualified. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Logan Paul should be disqualified as well? Leave it in the comment section. Do you think this is a W for Dillon, or should he just let it go? Leave that as well in the comments. We all know, even if the fight gets disqualified, that Logan Paul was obviously winning. Logan Paul was better in boxing than Dillon Danis. Now let's take a look at some of the other tweets he's posting on his Twitter and how he's reacting to the fight lost. Well, he's saying, "I will only give everything and who I truly am if I'm Joe Rogan." I mean, he's been saying that for a long time, that he wants to be on Joe Rogan. Obviously, Joe Rogan is the biggest podcast on the planet. Honestly, I don't think there is even any comparisons. I think that podcast definitely gets the highest amount of viewers. It's always on trending, so it makes sense that Dillon Danis wants to go on Joe Rogan, and I would not be surprised if Joe Rogan would have him as a guest. Would definitely be an interesting podcast. I'm definitely going to cover it on my channel, obviously. Another thing that was going on in the Dillon Danis saga is that he was having an interview with Piers Morgan. I'm gonna cover that one in my channel. It's obviously pretty interesting because I think this is the first interview after the loss with Logan Paul, so I feel like he's going to say some interesting stuff. So what do you guys think about, Dillon Danis trying to appeal the fight? Do you think it's fair? Do you think he just should let it be and not cry about it? Because I definitely think that some people are going to say that he should just accept the loss and not trying to get Logan Paul disqualified, and I definitely see where they're coming from. Obviously, the entire fight was a big shit show. I don't know how many times Dillon Danis tried to do an MMA thing on Logan Paul, which is obviously not something you should do in a boxing match. You should try to box in a boxing match. It's pretty obvious. I mean, he didn't even try to box Logan Paul, really. He was just trolling and messing with him. And the best way I think Dillon Danis could have, handled this situation is just accept the loss and not try to do things like this, because a lot of people are turning against Dillon Danis after the loss. I think it's a pretty weak thing to do. Switching teams like that, you can legit find people that were all big fans of Dillon Danis and after the loss they were shitting on him. I mean, it's basically like Italy in World War II, switching teams like nothing. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that. There is something about loyalty that you cannot really replace, but that's just my opinion. But leave all your thoughts in the comment section. I would love to have a discussion. Press the like button, will help the algorithm obviously you're promoting, and I'll see you next one.